Imagine a place where UFOs are spotted almost nightly, where strange creatures prowl the fields, and where invisible forces terrorize anyone who dares to stay. A place so infamous that scientists, the military, and paranormal investigators have all tried and failed to explain what lurks there. This is Skinwalker Ranch, a 512-acre property in Utah that many believe is the most haunted, cursed, and terrifying place in America. Some say it's a portal to another world. Others claim it's cursed by ancient legends. But one thing everyone agrees on, strange things happen here, and they're not the kind you can easily dismiss. Tonight we're going to uncover the darkest stories from Skinwalker Ranch, encounters that blur the line between reality and nightmare. So lock your doors, dim your lights, and get ready, because this is not just another ghost story. This is something much worse. The legend of Skinwalker Ranch starts long before the strange sightings. Before the ranch gained its haunted reputation, the land itself was rumored to be cursed. According to the Navajo legend, the Uda tribe believed the area was plagued by skinwalkers, shape-shifting witches capable of taking animal form. These beings weren't just tricksters, they were predators, said to stalk the desert and punish anyone who crossed their path. When settlers moved onto the land, stories of bad luck followed. Cattle went missing, crops failed, and eerie figures were spotted moving across the fields at night. The land seemed wrong, as if something ancient and hostile lingered beneath the surface. By the time the modern ranch owners arrived, the legend of the Skinwalker had already merged with newer, stranger reports. Bright lights in the sky, mysterious craft hovering silently, and creatures that did not belong in this world. The curse, it seemed, was just the beginning. The first night on the ranch, they met something impossible. When the Sherman family bought Skinwalker Ranch in the 1990s, they expected a quiet life of ranching. Instead, their nightmare began almost immediately. On their very first day, a giant wolf, far larger than any natural wolf, approached them. Strangely, it acted tame, allowing them to pet it like a domesticated dog. But when it suddenly lunged at a calf, clamping its massive jaws around the animal, the family fought back. They shot the creature multiple times at point-blank range, but the wolf didn't fall. Instead, it calmly walked away, leaving behind no blood, only massive paw prints that eventually vanished into nothing. The Shermans were horrified. This was no ordinary animal. Whatever it was, it defied logic, bullets, and explanation. The legend of the Skinwalker suddenly felt very real. And for the Shermans, this was only the first of many terrifying encounters on their cursed property. Then came the lights, stranger than anything they had ever seen. Not long after the wolf encounter, the Shermans began noticing glowing orbs floating above the fields. Some were the size of softballs, darting silently through the air. Others were enormous, bright enough to light up the sky. One night, they watched as a blue orb floated dangerously close to their dogs. The animals went berserk, barking and snapping at the light. Suddenly, the orb lured them into the woods, and moments later, the family heard horrific screams. When they searched the area, the dogs were gone. All they found were 3 burn spots on the ground, as if the animals had been vaporized. The lights weren't just harmless curiosities. They were intelligent, almost playful, and they had a terrifying power over both people and animals. The ranch wasn't just haunted, it was alive, with something far beyond human understanding. And then the ranch revealed something even stranger, a doorway to nowhere. Witnesses began reporting strange glowing windows that would appear in the night sky above the ranch. These weren't ordinary lights, they looked like literal portals, opening to reveal landscapes that didn't match Utah at all. Some swore they saw strange skies, alien terrains, even figures moving on the other side. One chilling report describes a massive, shadowy creature crawling out of one of these glowing holes before the portal closed behind it. The being vanished into the fields, never to be caught. For the Shermans, and later investigators, the ranch was no longer just about UFOs or cryptids. It was something far more terrifying. A place where the laws of reality seemed to bend, a crossing point between worlds. And whatever was coming through, it definitely wasn't friendly. Even scientists couldn't explain what was happening here. The bizarre events at Skinwalker Ranch drew the attention of researchers, including teams funded by the government. Armed with high-tech equipment, cameras, and sensors, they set out to capture proof of the paranormal. But the ranch seemed to fight back. Cameras malfunctioned at critical moments, batteries drained instantly. Researchers reported being watched, stalked by invisible forces. Some even suffered strange illnesses and burns after being near the phenomenon. No matter what tools they brought, the ranch always seemed one step ahead, almost as if it didn't want to be understood. After years of study, the scientists left with more questions than answers. Skinwalker Ranch remains a mystery, a place where reality breaks down, and where the line between folklore and science vanishes. To this day, no one knows what lurks in the shadows of that cursed land. So, what exactly is happening at Skinwalker Ranch? Is it the ancient curse of the Skinwalkers, a hotspot of UFO activity, or something even more disturbing, an interdimensional gateway? The truth may never be known, but one thing is certain: Skinwalker Ranch is unlike any other place on Earth. It's a reminder that some mysteries can't be explained, and maybe some aren't meant to be. If you enjoyed this dive into the terrifying legends of Skinwalker Ranch, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss another chilling story. Share it with a friend who loves the paranormal, and let us know in the comments, would you spend a night at Skinwalker Ranch? And remember, the next time you look into the night sky, don't be so sure you're alone. And as always, be sure to keep looking beyond the fog.